everybody, Diamond Grandma here with a little whip and chat. I'm in a talking mood today, so let's do a little whip and chat. I am working on my bubblegum spaniel, same thing I was working on last time from Miss Elaine, from Friend Mail. And I ain't done much on it, as y'all can see, but I wanted to get on here and just chit chat. A lot of y'all say y'all enjoy my whip and chats, so I just like to do them. Let me get me a tray out here. I didn't even get a tray. I'll use this white one I got here. So let's get started. What number I want to do today? Let's start with T's. I'll do some T's. 16. Okay. I hope everybody's had a good day. I've had a good day. Nothing much going on. I think we're supposed to get some rain or something tomorrow. So these got a little static in them. Got a little static in them. But hope y'all doing good. I'll be so glad when it gets summertime. Get out in the yard with the kids. Get some things done out in the yard. I always love it when it's springtime. I don't do nothing much, but I just like it being springtime. I done told my husband we're gonna have to get the kids a trampoline. They have one at the house. We got them one. We got Hope one for her birthday a couple years ago, and anyway, they love it, and I told them we need to get one for them to have out here. So I know y'all ain't gonna believe this, but I'm curious to know what the mystery painting is in Diamond Art Club. And if y'all know what it is, shoot, comment on here, because I was watching one the other day, a woman unbox it on YouTube, but she hadn't done it or anything. She was just unboxing it. And I have never done a mystery painting. I've never done one. I don't know why, but I've never done one. And I was watching her, and that seemed so interesting to me to be able to do one. And I know they're square. I know that the Diamond Art Club mystery ones are square because they have to cover up the boxes, which that's fine. I done told y'all I'm not opposed to doing a square if it's something I really want to do. But I'm wanting to do one. So I was just curious of what it was. And they may have more than just that one on there. I don't know. But I was watching her and she had unboxed it, and I just thought I'd like to try that. I've never done a mystery painting. I know y'all can't believe that as long as I've been diamond painting, but I have never ever did a mystery painting. And I had posted a video about on some finished ones about paper quilling, and somebody had asked me, well, what's paper quilling and diamond painting? Paper quilling and diamond painting, y'all, is nothing. It's just there is a such thing, and y'all need to YouTube it because it's kind of hard to explain, but it is art that they do with paper, and it's like they roll it up or whatever. Well, some of the diamond painting companies are doing paper quilling diamond paintings, and that's what it is. And I don't care for the paper quilling ones. I mean, there's some, I have bought some, but they don't look like they're paper quilling to me, and that's the only reason why I bought them. And I've just not ever been a big fan of the paper quilling stuff, so that's what it is. I know somebody had left a comment, and I tried to say it was something they do with with paper. But it's been around. Paper quilling's been around for a long time. But y'all just YouTube it and y'all watch and see what it is. It's pretty interesting. It's never been nothing that appealed to me. But the diamond paintings, they look like the paper quilling. So y'all, if you YouTube it and watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. it's been a paper quilling. I remember it's been around for years. And it's just something that they've been making new diamond paintings out of, making them look like paper quilling stuff. So that's all it is. And then somebody had asked me about confetti. And confetti is just where you have to get a bunch of different colored beads, change out your beads a lot, because it's a bunch of different colors together, and it's not color blocking. Color blocking is when it's one solid color for a long time, you know. But yeah, I know I'm weird. I watched this one girl on YouTube, and she hates confetti. She literally hates confetti. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'd be lost without confetti. I love confetti, y'all. I do. I love confetti. Anything that's got a lot of color in it, most of the time, you know, it's going to have a lot of confetti in it. And I just love it. I'm weird. I'm not like your most, I'm not normal, I don't guess, like most folks are. To me, I get bored with color blocking. If there's a lot of color blocking, I do. I get bored, and then I'll move to it. And this is a funny thing when I'm diamond painting, and if I hit color block, I'll pour me a tray full of beads, and I'll do that, and then I swap the next color and move on down here to another part of the canvas to kind of break it up. That's what I do to break up my color blocking, because I'm just not much of a color blocking person. I'm all over the canvas. You never know where I'm gonna be. I'm everywhere. And I know I probably stress some people that has OCD. I probably stress some of them out when they watch me diamond paint, because I do not tape my canvas off. I don't do none of that junk. I just diamond paint. I'm all over the place. You never know where I'll be. You never know what I'll be doing. Because I just love diamond painting. I love all over the place. I can't help it. I'm crazy, y'all. If y'all hadn't learned that about me, you never know about me. Never know about me. But I love diamond painting. I know y'all probably get sick of me saying that, but I do. I love everything diamond painting. And I want to go to Hobby Lobby. I haven't been able to go. My mother has got a doctor's appointment this week, and I'm probably going to go, because we have to go to that town and they have a Hobby Lobby, and I'm probably going to stop by there if they're 40% off. Now, I'm not stopping if they don't have 40% off their diamond painting, because I'm not going to get in there and get tempted and try to buy one, because y'all know I don't buy them unless they're 40% off. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I'm cheap. I like to get stuff at a bargain. I'm not paying a high price for stuff, you know. And even though it is a hobby I like, I'm still not. I like the budget friendly. And don't get me wrong, Diamond Art Club's nice and everything, but it does not hurt my feelings if I do a budget friendly painting, because I like budget friendly. And I like Diamond Art Club, but I just, you know, I like budget friendly too. I like budget friendly better than I do Diamond Art Club, but really, because y'all know that, because y'all watch my channel, and I don't have very many diamond. I have some Diamond Art Club, but it's been some that folks have gave me, and I have bought some that I have done and completed on my channel. I've got one I'm gonna kit up. It's a small one that I'm gonna kit up. I think it's sunflowers. I've had it a while. It come from Hobby Lobby, and I want to get it kitted up and do a review on it for y'all. But I don't know why, I'm just in a talking mood today. Just in a talkative mood today. Any of y'all got planned to go on vacation this summer? I know gas prices the way they are, y'all may not want to go. Me and my husband won't go, because summertime is the busiest time of the year for his business. And I don't know if I have told y'all, but he owns a small engine. He sells lawnmower parts, blades, weed eaters, pop saws, chainsaw parts. I mean, he sells all that. He sells a lot of it on eBay, Amazon, Walmart. They sell stuff. That's how they got their business started. Of course, they open up. They do have walk-ins, but they do most of their business by mail. They are UPS. They have one of them. I know y'all have seen them little sheds that people have been turning into tiny houses. They have got one of them across the road here on our land across the road where my nephew lives. He's got a single wide trailer. He moved out there and we're letting him live out there. And they've got it moved out there beside him. Of course, he's the one that helps my husband in the business. And that's what they got. They've got a little counter and they've got a packing area and their computers and stuff set up. It doesn't have to be a real big place, you know. I think he's wanting to build a shop and get to where he works on them, because it's hard to find somebody good that works on stuff like that around here. It may not be so short in demand in other places, but around here it's hard to find somebody that'll work on lawnmowers. And my husband and them are gonna sell my his grandmother's house. They're gonna start cleaning all that stuff out that she's got. They're gonna sell everything and split it 5 ways, because my husband and his brother, and then my brother-in-law, my husband's brother, has got 2 kids, and then we have 1. And she wanted it split between the grandkids, the great-grandkids, and the grandkids. So, because her son, you know, my husband's father died several years back. But anyway, so they've got to get that cleaned out, and I think they're wanting to have an estate sale, and they've done had 2 people contact them wanting to buy the house when they get it done, and so hopefully they'll get all that done. But they got to get in there and do some cleaning out, and they want to get somebody that knows antiques and stuff to come in and tell them, you know, kind of what some of the stuff's worth and all that, so they won't be caught off guard or, you know, like that when they get ready to do their pricing and stuff. And they may have an estate sale and do it themselves, or they may have a company come in and do it. But the only thing about having a company come in and do it is they get a percentage of the profits. So I don't know. I told him that I would go up there and help him and his brother and stuff when they do it, because I can find somebody to sit with mama, because my husband really don't know nothing about none of that stuff. You know, it's usually a woman knows more about that kind of thing. So I guess I'll go up there. But they still have electricity on, the power and all that, because they're gonna be doing some cleaning up and all that. But she had a beautiful funeral. She looked gorgeous. My husband, I didn't think about it, could have FaceTimed me so I could have seen her, but my niece took a picture of her in the casket. And y'all, I know that sounds awful, but that's morbid to me. I do not want no pictures of nobody laying in no casket. She did, but she sent it to my husband's phone, and I got to see what she looked like, and then he deleted it, because I can't handle that. I do not want no picture of nobody laying in no casket. I want to remember them the way they were. But she looked so beautiful. I mean, she was pretty, and her hairdresser that normally done her hair did it for the funeral. So she was gorgeous. She would look so good. And me and my husband was sitting here the other night, and I don't know, something was said, and I said, I just wish she could call us. And he said, yeah, me too. I wish she'd call me one more time. Because she used to call us every night. I mean, she would. We would hear from her every night. She would call checking on us, and if any one of us was sick, and she always asked about my mother. Every time she called, she always asked about my mother. But we got to talking the other night about her because, y'all, she was 97 years old. She would have been 98 this week. Her and my son have the same birthday. And, I don't know when I'll put this up, but my son's birthday is March 24th. He'll be 27 years old. And she would have been 98 if she would have lived. And they had the same birthday. But, yeah, we got to talking about she lived through a lot. She remembers the Depression. She does. She remembers the Depression when it come through. And she was a small child when we had a devastating tornado back in 39 or something. I don't know. Back in the 1900s. But we had a real bad tornado that come through Tupelo, Lee County. I don't know if y'all know if y'all not familiar with Mississippi. Anyway, Tupelo. But it come through. And it was like an L5. I mean, it was awful. Well, it blew a lot of people. That tornado blew a lot of the people, kids, and everything into a lake that was at Tupelo. And they drowned it. And my grandmother talks about it. Now, Miss Mildred, Chad's grandma, my husband's grandma, she lived down in the Delta. So she just heard about it. But now my grandmother lived up here. And anyway, Tupelo is about 30 minutes from us. And anyway, we go there because they have a huge mall and all that. We do shopping, and my mama's doctors is there and all that. But anyway, that's just a background story for you. But she remembers this tornado when it come through, and the devastation and stuff that when it come through. She said she was a small child when it come through, but she remembered them talking about it. I mean, I think she was like probably 6, 7, 8 years old when it come through. But you know, back then they didn't have sturdy houses. You know, nothing like they do now. Because that was back in the 1900s, you know. But it just totally devastated Tupelo. And it was, I mean, killed no telling how many children and people. I mean, it was unreal. And they drained the lake where it was at, where they had been blown into and all that. The lake's not there no more. But they drained the lake and all that. And it was just so many bodies, you know, because it had blowed everybody. But I remember my grandmother telling me this story. And it's kind of a sad story, so I'm just going to give y'all a forewarning. But I remember she said that her parents talked about it. My great-grandparents, or great-great-great-grandparents was talking about it. And that there was a lady that had her children in the house. And it had come through. They were at the table or something anyway, and it had come through. It left the kids, but sucked her up through the roof. And anyway, she died, but she had left a whole bunch of kids, you know. And, but anyway, she had died. They had found her. And it had blowed over, like she said, it had blowed over tombstones. And y'all, that's some powerful wind, because y'all know that's concrete. You know, they're made of concrete, this, you know, tombstones and stuff like that. But anyway, she said it was just unreal, because it would like hit one house, skip one house, hit one house, you know. She said it was just, people was just talking about it. And it took Tupelo a long time to get over that tornado. But it happened back, like I say, back in the 1900s. I don't know exactly when. I think it was like 1939 or something. I don't know exactly, but 1940 or something like that. I need to look it up and see for sure when it was. But that's like the Titanic, y'all. It makes me mad every time I think about the Titanic, because I believe they doomed themselves when it came to the Titanic, when they said it's the unsinkable ship, not God himself could not sink this ship, and I think God sunk it just to show them, look, I'm still in control, y'all not. Don't tell me that I can't sink something. You know, that's the way that's the way I look at it, because I firmly believe that he sunk it to show them, look, y'all can't say that I can't sink something, because I'm an all-knowing, all-doing, I can do it, you know. And I honestly believe that's the reason why it got sunk. I may be wrong. Like I say, my opinions don't amount to a hill of beans, as I had said several times to y'all, but I honestly think they were their own demise when it comes to the Titanic. But I have a Titanic I have unboxed that I am going to have done for in April. And y'all, speaking of the Titanic, I watched a documentary on the Titanic, and it was on Paramount. If y'all have Paramount Plus or whatever, it was on the Smithsonian. I believe it was the Smithsonian channel. Anyway, it was real interesting. It was talking about the conditions on the night that the Titanic sunk, and they was talking about the Titanic was in an uproar because the people on the ship said that they had seen another ship in the distance and had did flares and all that to signal it and all that. Well, they never did come or nothing like that. Well, they had some scientists on there that was talking about, and they had went back to the exact place where the Titanic had sunk, and about the same time of the year. And anyway, and they were talking about it was like a mirage effect. And I did not know this. I mean, you know how you have a mirage like in the desert? Well, they said you can have it in cold weather. And y'all, I did not know that. And they said when it's real cold and stuff like that, that it can cause you to see things that you think you're seeing when you're not. It can make you have an illusion, or see, you know, something that's not there. And it was very, very interesting. And they were, and also on that same, I seen another one where they were trying to, they had some families that lived, I think it was in Ireland, that was on the Titanic. And they were doing DNA to see, they had found the little boy when they went back to claim the bodies and pick the bodies up after the next day. You know, they were floating in the water or whatever because it was so cold, you know, it killed them. But anyway, they were talking about, they would go back and they would pick them up, and they had them all laid out on the deck and all that. Well, they had some kids, but they did not know who the children belonged to, which they were pretty sure it was like second class citizens, because a lot of the first class ones made it, you know. Of course, they had money, and that's the reason why they made it. And the second class ones, you know, were down in the dungeon, as I call it, and couldn't get out. A lot of them was asleep, you know. And but anyway, they had found this little boy, and they had the clothes that was described. And anyway, these ones in his family who thought it was their kinfolk had heard stories down from, you know, down through the years from, you know, their ancestors or whatever, talking about the Titanic and all that. And they did the DNA anyway. Come to find out it was not their relative, you know, like they thought it was. But they did find out who it was. They did find out who the little boy was, and they did put a name on the little boy's grave. And I don't forgot where they have all them, the big memorial at for the Titanic. I can't remember which country it's in. But I love watching history stuff, y'all, when it comes to, like, to the Titanic and stuff like that. It just interests me. I just like stuff like that. But I've been watching on YouTube, y'all. I've been watching different things on YouTube, like serial killers, crime investigation, murderers, and stuff like that, y'all. I didn't know YouTube had all that stuff. Well, I found it all, and that's what I diamond paint during the day out there at my mama's, and I wear earphones. And she'll wave at me if she needs anything, you know, or whatever, you know. And she watches her 1950s TV. She watches that kind of crap. Perry Mason, all that junk. But anyway, Hawaii Five-0, all that old crap. Baywatch. Yes, my mama watches Baywatch. Can y'all believe that? Ugh. But anyway, I listen to it, and I diamond paint while I'm listening to it. But y'all, I didn't know there was so many serial killers. I mean, I've been watching them from Australia and different places, y'all, and the United States and all that. And y'all, I'm telling you, I was shocked to find out how many serial killers started in California. Y'all out there in California, whoo. Most of them, that's where most of them were from, was California. That's where they did most of their killing at, was in California. And I have an uncle that lives in California, but I didn't realize that it was that prominent in California like that. But I mean, you know, I've been watching the Green River Killer, BTK, John Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer. Y'all know, if I can name them off, it's pretty bad. Y'all can tell what I watch. But on the Smithsonian Channel, y'all, it's on Paramount Plus. Y'all can find a lot of good things to watch. I know I watched the United States in color, or America in color. Y'all, that was really interesting. It was really, really interesting. It had like, it started like in, I don't forgot when it started. It started like back before the car was even invented, and went from the car all the way up to John F. K, his assassination and all that. It was so interesting, y'all. So interesting. But I like watching history stuff too, documentaries. I love watching crime stuff though. But I think that stems back to me being in the jail so much. I just like it. I like watching that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to hop on here and talk to y'all. I know I just rattled on about nothing important. Nothing important. I need to do a WIP and chat about me. Just me. And tell y'all some fun facts about me. May have to drag out my wedding pictures and show y'all all that too. I got married in the 90s, so y'all know them wedding pictures probably funny. Y'all know them probably something else. The 90s was a good decade though. It was. And I laugh nowadays because all these kids got these cell phones and all that, and I'm like, we didn't have one. I graduated from high school in 91. 1991. I was class of 1991. We did not have no cell phones back then. When you were gone, unless you end up at a payphone to call somebody and let them know you were coming home or were going to be late or whatever. But you just didn't have, you know, cell phones like you do now. Now, parents can keep up with their kids a lot better than they did when we was growing up. Of course, let me tell you though, when we was growing up, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on like it is now. There is just so much stuff. I hate it for my grandkids because when I was in school, Now, grant you, when I was in school, they did do a little drinking. But they would go out to the pastures and all that and gather up and drink. They wouldn't be driving, you know, stay out there all night, whatever. Now, they have what they call, oh, I done forgot what they called it. I'll tell you, this went come around a few years ago. This come around when my son was in school. They have a peel party. And what a peel party is, everybody brings some kind of peels with them. And they put them in a bowl. And they mix them up. And you take them with a shot of whiskey or beer, whatever. How stupid is that? Now, y'all think about that. How stupid is that? Who wants to take something they don't know what in the crap it is? Of course, my son wasn't that stupid. He never did do anything like that. But he used to he told me that they were doing that mess. And my brother-in-law had told me they were too, because he was a deputy at the time. Because I had mentioned it, you know, or something. And he's like, yeah. He said, we went to a house the other night that was like that. And this is when my son was in school. My son graduated in 2014. But he played football and all that. He wasn't going to do nothing to get in trouble where he couldn't play football, because he was a football fanatic. And was pretty good, too. He was left side tackle or right side tackle. He did play center. He was a big boy. They wanted him. He was a pretty good sized boy. Did weightlifting. He did karate. But anyway, yeah, a peel party. Now, how stupid is that? Some of that stuff does not need to be mixed with each other. Some of that stuff can kill you if you mix it with other stuff. And you sure don't need to mix it with alcohol. You know. But, yeah. They do that kind of stuff. When I was in school, the worst thing anybody would do would be drink a little bit, and that was it. Or smoke. They might would smoke. Of course, I never was a smoker. I'm allergic to the mess. I never have smoked, so that's just not my thing. Smoking is not, Can't stand cigarette smoke. It chokes me up. And a lot of them do that vaping and stuff. That stuff scares me. That can't be good for you either. Breathing in that kind of metals and stuff. I've seen them commercials where they say you're breathing in metals and toxins and all that. So I know good and well that can't be good for you either. But I'm going to get off here. I've been rambling for a little while. I'm going to get off of here. But I just want to say thanks for stopping by and doing a WIP and chat with me. Maybe I'll get through with this one these days. I just work on it at night when I do my WIP and chat. And I have to work on my small ones during the day. But anyway, I just want to thank y'all for coming by and sitting with me for 33 minutes or a little bit over to do a WIP and chat. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. If you'd like to be part of the Diamond Grandma family, hit that little button down there and become part of my family. We have a lot of fun on here. And if y'all got a topic y'all want me to talk about, put it in the comments down below. We'll pick a topic and just go with it. If y'all want to know my opinion on something or like that, or want to know some stuff about me, ask me questions. I'll answer them for you. But anyway, I just want to say thanks for stopping by, and y'all come back and see me.